Anyway, the man of the moment is in-house. We've been waiting for him all morning. Moments ago, Adam and I were discussing and talking about how multi-talented and multifaceted this gentleman is. He is a multi-award winning gospel minister. Very much loved, has churned out too many hits in this country, including the sitting one. Yes, remember when you know, ASEDA of the moment, Paddy, so that's the secular way that we are coming right now. Which is my personal favorite before ASEDA. That song, what it's done for me, only God knows. I'll testify one day. Boys, boys. And then when it comes to the political front, oh my God, unless you don't engage him for your songs, and when he gives it to you, it is a hit. Nacee is in the house.
And he does commercials as well.
Listen, so 2 weeks ago, right on the show, we're talking about audio engineers, and his name came up. Nacee, what can't you do?
Fight.
You can't fight.
No.
You mean you've never fought? Even school days, you know, a little rift here and there.
Maybe a little, but
and all that.
I'm not good at that.
You're not a fighter.
So, yes.
You are very.
I always want
person.
I want peace around me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, look. Congratulations on all that you have done.
Thank you.
And for your information, if you are not abreast with the times yet, for this 25th anniversary of the TGMAs, Nacee is the only gospel minister contending for the title Artist of the Year. Now, he's in the race with Black Sherif, Kim Promise, Kwame Eugene Sarkodie, and Stonebwoy. That's not the only thing, the only category he's been nominated for. He's also vying for Gospel Artist of the Year, Gospel Song of the Year, and Most Popular Song of the Year. God has blessed you.
Amen.
It's evident. I mean, it's showing everything that you're doing. It's evident that God is blessing you and he's seeing everything that you're doing. So before you joined us, we were talking about the impact of this very award scheme, the TGMAs, on you, the artist, the industry as a whole. What do you have to say after 25 years?
I think the scheme has done pretty well. And, you know, musicians, we are very emotional beings at every time. We stand that kind of criticizing and also making the scheme feel as if they've done nothing in our, you know, circles. But if you move out of Ghana and some of our interviews and some places that you go and they ask you that, okay, are you a musician? And you say, yes, you're a musician. So there's some of the questions, so have you won any award?
Yeah.
I know you feel so proud that to say that, yes, I have done this, blah, 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 blah. So I think the scheme has done very, very well. Honestly, yesterday I granted an interview. I said they shouldn't listen to us because we are very emotional. So
especially when you're not winning, it's when you talk a lot. Yeah.
You see, even you can be nominated, and when you have the nomination, and then maybe some categories which you were expecting to be nominated and you are not there, you still, even though you have some, you still want more. Even that one will still complain. You see the thing. So they shouldn't listen to us because without VGMA, TGMA, or 3 Music, any award scheme in Ghana, we just have to encourage them and let them. I mean, the corporate company, the corporate should follow. I mean, support them, give them money because it's not easy to organize a program. And for 25 years, in this, especially Ghana here, everybody knows what to do. A Bano awards where everybody, we they deserve it, this one doesn't deserve. So for them to go through this kind of, you know, coaching and directing for 25 years, we applaud them. Yeah. We applaud them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so still on the TGMAs, let's take it back to the day of the launch. You were there. You were there. So walking into the auditorium, knowing how many nominations you filed and those that were filed on your behalf, what were you expecting, or which categories were you expecting you were going to be nominated in?
Honestly, I knew definitely I would be nominated because I think the year under review, definitely the song ASEDA and the artist Nacee did pretty well. And management did a lot of things to, you know, make sure that at least we'll be nominated as well. So we think we did what we have to do. Unfortunately, some of the categories that we wish we would have been nominated, that's Songwriter of the Year you know, Songwriter of the Year is one category that I really, because ASEDA, the composition is it's really deep.
What's your own personal take on that category?
Oh, I think everyone that is in there deserve to win the award, and I applaud my brothers as well. They've done amazingly well. I mean, the year under review, I think every artist over there did well. But you know, sometimes it's a penny depending.
Right. What's a penny depending? A drew moon, so
this time around, I think everybody in there. I'm older than everybody.
Right.
And even I started music before they also came.
Nacee.
So this one there, I see a dear Akwala. I was penny in a form crop. So this time around, it is my turn. They themselves, they should vote for me.
Okay, they themselves in the category, including Stonebwoy, Black Cherry, and everyone else should vote for you.
They should vote for me.
Fantastic. Adam, what's your take on this very one with Nacee spearheading in there?
Well, it's really an interesting category. I mean, if you look at the competitors in the works cut across. I mean, in terms of Ghana, then reaching out to other stages, because, I mean, over the years, that's what we've been clamoring for, that we should be able to take our music to other parts of the world, because there is a certain leverage which comes with it for the country, because we know what it's doing for Nigeria. So we have been pushing our artists to do it, and if our artists are doing it through their songs and also performances, then it means it is what we've called for. So, I mean, in the year under review, we saw Stonebwoy, I mean, doing the most on most of the stages, and even locally. I mean, it's really difficult for you to, I mean,
scale it down.
Look at an artist who did a huge show like that. I mean, at the stadium. If you look at the numbers, I was there, and if you look at the numbers he commanded, I mean, projecting Ghana music, not only here, he went on other tours in US, UK.
With Angelique Kidjo as well.
That platform too was very awesome, including other stages. Then, I mean, Kim Promise also tried to travel on his song.
Yes.
However, he's doing more this time around, which is, I mean, in 2024, where we see him going to Asia, because he realized that looking at the back end, his song did well in those spaces. Yes, he's also trying to run on the song. I also saw Nacee in the year under review go to Dominion Centre in UK to support his sister.
I mean,
and also at the National Theatre, that is covered experience. I mean, there are other artists who are also in that category who also did well with their song. Kwame Eugene, his Rags to Love and Chaos album, had multiple hit songs on there. Then we saw him go to UK, did other countries. He came back and unfortunately had an accident and was a little slow. That aside, there are lots of hit songs he produced within the year under review, including other artists in industry. So it's really going to be interesting. If you look at the voting blocks, the Academy is going to vote, the board is going to vote, and the general public. And Nacee being the only gospel artist in there, I'm sure, I mean, on the gospel side, he's going to get a lot of votes in there. Then the Academy and other things will come. And Stonebwoy and others also have their fan base. So it's going to be interesting.
That takes us back to last year.
I want to highlight the works they've done and not stick out my neck out there, but allow people to make their own informed judgment with what they saw these artists do in the year under review. There was something interesting about what there was. So if you are not careful in the year under review, somebody does in that following year, because of that recency bias, people can be skewed towards what is happening. Yes, and forget what happened in the year under review. So we need to consider all of these. That's why the Academy is there. Yeah, we need to consider all of these dynamics, and I mean, give it out to who really needs to represent us as a country.
Amayao, you've been smiling all through their presentations. I know you've got a lot to say about Artist of the Year, in which Nacee contended. Well, he said that the rest of the nominees in that category should sit down and vote for him. What do you say?
Well, I like where he's coming from. He's the oldest in the group. He's the papa, and so they should vote for him. It makes absolute sense. I mean, I have also been pushing that. I mean, they're all very deserving, and at the end of the day, it's difficult to pick. And so for me, I would personally rule out all those who have won the Artist of the Year before and give it to people who have not won it before. And in that,
Thank you.
In that, I was for that. My favorite now would be Promise and Nacee. And so for me, that is the logic I am going on now.
Okay.
Because all of them have done amazing, and at the end of the day, the things that will make you pick are really personal, based on what you see as a highlight or whatever. But I think to encourage artistry and all of that, we should give it to somebody who has not won before.
Okay, so for you, it's between Nacee and Kim Promise.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so let's move on to other categories. And Nacee, of course, he's here. So let's talk about the categories that he is in. Gospel Artist of the Year. That one, I think, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Well, but it could be a tie between himself and P.S.C. Esther.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think Joyce Blessing is also in there.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at the year under review locally, I mean, Nacee had a very strong impact in the gospel music space. If you look at the show he did, Covad, which happened at the National Theatre, the turnout was massive. And if you look at the kind of people who turn up, it shows, I mean, the kind of value the brand has and the kind of leverage the brand has. The people who were at the place and the kind of events he put up. It wasn't just the ordinary gospel show. It came with so many other ancillary things, which made it very interesting. And that aside, he was able to also be on different platforms. And he had a very huge song, which is arguably the biggest gospel song within the year under review. So if you put all of this
beyond.
together, and beyond. So if you put all of these things together, it will be difficult for the others. But I mean, it's a voting thing, so you may never know.
Okay.
I mean, PSG also did well, but for me, if you look at the impact Nacee's song had, it had way upper hand and bigger because it crossed from the gospel space to other parts.
In the clubs.
And
ASEDA was played in the clubs.
You understand? I mean, how he was able to create it, it makes it cut across. And
Nacee,
for me, that impact was very huge.
I don't know.
And Joyce Blessing also did well with his victory song, but even though she did some couple of, because the artist, if it's about the gospel artist of the year, it goes beyond just the song.
Right.
But how the artist was busy. Right. What did you do with the song, with the brand? You know, so that, I think Nacee will be ahead of most of them in that category. So I wouldn't be surprised he wins.
And every time we have such discussions, we put the category definitions on there. So guys, if you can help us with the category definition of Gospel Artist of the Year, and whilst you fetch that, I'll come to Nacee himself.
As I said, everyone in there, I mean, they should just vote for me. Because you know, I'm the type that when it's my brother's turn or my sister's turn, I always support them. That's one side of me. I will support you with everything. I'll even grant interviews, go around, grant interviews on their behalf. So I think if I have done it for you before, it is not wrong for you to also do it for me. And everyone in there, I have done it for them. So at least vote for me, campaign for me.
So Nacee is saying for Artist of the Year, all of you in there, please take a back bench and vote for him. For Gospel Artist of the Year, do the same. How about... No, gospel song of the, it's okay. I mean, how do we talk up? No, gospel song of the, it's fine. It's okay. I don't think that we even have to get into it. If he's picking Gospel Artist of the Year, why not Gospel Song of the Year? That's the argument, right?
And that's also, I mean, the song, if you look at, his challenge was very popular, where he allowed people to bring their own renditions of the song.
Right.
I mean, it really went far to the extent of some gospel artists even doing their own rendition, where Brother Sami came into the picture, and later a whole lot of halabaloo, where he said his challenge has been taken off, and it tells you how big and popular the song was in the year under review, and it will be very difficult for you to discount, I mean, the strength of the ASEDA song.
Okay.
It goes everywhere. Okay. It goes everywhere.
Okay. Now, the category definition is ready, and it says that best gospel song. Can you put it on the screen so I can read it quickly? It says best gospel song. The best gospel song is the song adjudged by the Academy, Board, and the general public as the most popular gospel song released in the year under review. The song must have generated the most excitement in the year under review. And if you're looking at this category alone, I don't think there was anything that generated more excitement in Christendom and even in seculardom more than ASEDA. I don't think so. Anyway, most popular song of the year, quickly, and then we'll move to his political side, because just about a week ago, he was at the unveiling of Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman as the running mate for His Excellency, ex-President Mahama. He's done a lot when it comes to political campaign songs. So let's take the last one, most popular song of the year, and we'll come to that one.
I think most popular song of the year is also a very keenly contested. I mean, let me try and do 5. Okay. Terminator can promise, because I mean, if you look at the numbers behind the song and the territories in terms of countries, because we hardly enter the Asian space, because that market is in a way very closed. But for a song to be able to penetrate to Philippines
and to see them sing back to back, word for word.
You know, it's crazy. The numbers behind the song from YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and they are very huge. Then you have Kwame Eugene's Monica, because it was the song at a point. Terminator was like, if you touch it, it go burn you. But Monica was able to douse the fire a little from Kwame Eugene, and also has a very good numbers. And Olive the Boy, good sing.
Good sing.
If you look at the numbers behind the song, like a young artist with his major hit, and these numbers are so crazy. And Nacee's ASEDA, then Stone Boys Into the Future. I mean, I love how he and Yango had that partnership, and wherever you pass on the digital space, that song was there, Into the Future with you. So, I mean, these songs were a very huge song in the year under review, and I'm sure that at the end of the day, I mean, the most popular song is in the hands of the public. They will choose the song which is most popular for them.
Okay. Anyway, so let's move to Nacee's political side, and this is where I want to ask, who engages who? The political parties call you, or you propose to them?
They called.
They called you?
Yes.
Okay, so have you done both for MPP or for NDC, or strictly been NDC?
I started with MPP way back in 2000 with President Kufuor. And then we joined Nanado's campaign team. That was 2008.
Yeah.
And we did what we have to do. And 2012, President Mahama also called me for a song, and I did it for him.
Okay.
So it has been like that.
For 2024, who has called you?
NDC has called.
Anything I now unveiling Nacee on?
That's I was unveiling. I was built to perform.
Is the song ready?
For the
2024 for NDC?
2024 now, what they asked for is a 24-hour economy song.
Okay.
So that is not the main campaign song.
Okay.
So 24-hour economy song is ready. And I think we're just doing the finishing touches for them. And after their manifesto, the main rally song, the campaign song will be released. That one is that is the
Onapo remix.
no, that one is the Ranting Puli remix.
Ranting Puli. Where did you get that from? That song, it blows my mind. And even with the animation and all that, where did it come from?
You know, when we did the song, when the song was done, then we wanted something to depict the lyrics that I was saying in the song, because the idea, the Ranting Puli, I was thinking of kids using the lyrics to also have fun.
But is it a proper language? Ranting?
No, I just created it.
You just created it?
Yes. I created.
Wow, I see.
I created
Nacee, congratulations on
you.
all that you've done. We're running out of time, so we are just going to pin it down for now. We are going to have a proper conversation with you later, especially delving into your political side. We want to find out if it is business or you're just doing it out of sheer love for the parties involved as well. But for this year's VGMAs, congratulations on all the categories you've been nominated in, and we're praying that all the other, just like you have requested that they do, they'll vote for you so that you can emerge.
Oh, I know my brothers. They will do that for me.
Right?
And my sisters.
Because after Joe Mettle, Dana Hamilton picked it up.
Yes.
Last year, PSA couldn't do it for the church. Blacko did it. But this year, Nacee is in there. So make sure that you keep your votes coming for the man. Ameya, you are still on Zoom with us. Your last words before we say goodbye.
Everybody, the best of luck with the nominations and the awards on June 1. Since there's a new sponsor on board, we are celebrating 25 years. I know they're going to put in efforts to make it a spectacle for all of us to enjoy. The last time that they were marking a milestone, incidents happened and we couldn't enjoy it fully. But I hope that this year we are going to enjoy whatever they are planning. I know they are planning things. And all the best to Nacee. Hands down, my gospel artist of the year.
Thank you.
And I wish him all the very best.
Thank you.
Ameya, we thank you so much for your time. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to be with us this morning. We appreciate your time. Thank you very much, as well as Edem Chotome. Thank you.
I'd like to say big ups, big mention to, my family members. You're watching all the way in the hometown. There's a funeral there. So big shout out to Calfree, Old School,
to the family.
And Mr. Chotome, all the Chotome family. They are back home watching. And also to Emmanuel Bedu and Asampana. Asampana. My deepest condolences to them. Bedu is burying his father today. And Asampana, his sister Elizabeth Asampana Suri is also, there will be the 1 week tomorrow. I wish them all the best. And to you, Kobe, big shout out to you.
Our condolences going out to them.
So from here, I'm going straight to Emmanuel Bedu's place to, sympathize
Jenny
with him.
Mercies. Jenny Mercies. Our condolences going out to the bereaved family as well. Nacee Fitsonyomono. Your last words. Say goodbye to us.
I just want to thank all the media for supporting me all this. And also thank Ghanaians and beyond, and everyone that has supported my brand till today. I thank them.
Right.
And also, I want to thank the people that give me business to do, both politicians and non-politicians. I thank all of them that they should bring more business. This year is a year of politics, elections. So I think we should be carefully how we argue with people so that we don't provoke each other and then it will turn to fight. So people should just take everything in a good faith and then, move on.
One of my friends says he likes your dress.
Oh,
Kobe.
thank you.
Kobe is watching us.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nacee, thank
beautiful.
you. Incoming. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Incoming Artist of the Year, Nacee has spoken.
Amen.
Thank you so much for your time.
Amen.
We shall continue our discussions.